I was a student here at the campus back in the mid-'70s, and even when I was a student, I was thinking, oh, I wonder what it would like to work as an administrator, or I didn't know it was an administrator, as a professional at a college or a campus. And ironically, when I was kind of going to be terminated from my current position with the bank, this opportunity came up. Well, the campus back in the mid-'70s wasn't like it is today, obviously. I mean, there's a few more buildings, and I mean, it was the Lorison building, the Perkins building, the bookstore was in the Perkins building, and then of course there was the library. So basically those are the three buildings that I remember at that point in time. And then you can think about higher education today and the size of campuses. No, there was not a lot of students. I remember the one course, and I don't know why this always sticks with me. I had a history course, and his name was Price. I don't know if he was one of the full-time faculty members then or if he was a part-timer. But I remember his course was so enjoyable. I hated taking notes because I was afraid I'd miss something. I mean, he just talked without notes. He just talked every class. And that was one of the real memories, this history class, because I loved history. I didn't say I was good at it, but I loved history. And he just spoke without any notes in front of him, and he was just so interesting to listen to. But I had to take notes, you know, obviously for tests or exams. I've been with Penn State Berks almost 11 years. It'll be the end of June I'll have completed my 11th year. And my role is financial officer, and I was hired to not only be the financial officer for the Berks campus, but for the Lehigh Valley campus, and which I still do even after the reorganization 2 years ago. My role as the financial officer is that I oversee the bursar office, which of course is student tuition and fees, and make sure that they get are paying the university for their education. But in addition, I also am making sure that the campus or the campuses are following the policies and procedures set by the university. The biggest change I've seen in the last 11 years is how we have gone, or we're becoming more of a paperless society. Even with the students, you know, students have e-Lion now, and they do everything. Penn State now has e-billing, you know, where we chargebacks for multimedia print center and for mail services. We have e-buy, where we purchase our goods through general stores or through other vendors. We have e-pay, where students can now pay their tuition with a credit card online. Soon to be, we're going to have ERS, which is an electronic employee reimbursement system. And in addition to that, we have what's called EDDS, which is the document distribution system. And so all our reports that we used to get on paper and they used to come out of University Park, we now get electronically, and we can just view them right online. So, and that's just the way, not just Penn State, but that's the way society is going in general. But that's the biggest change, and I see that as continuing. I decided to be a donor because of my love for Penn State. And in addition, my wife was not a Penn State grad, but because of her experiences when we actually relocated, because I was a married student at the time. Like I said, I got out of the service, and my wife and I moved up there together, and she fell in love, of course, with the college atmosphere as well, or the university atmosphere. Just giving back to the students is the reason I'm a donator, contributor. Well, there's two things very near and dear to my heart. The first one is a chapel. I'd love to see the campus have a chapel because of my belief in God and my faith. But the other thing is the sports complex and my love for sports. And I was really disappointed because that was in the plans originally, but the costs or the price of building something like that is just gone out of sight. The one thing that I've noticed when I started working here, and it still continues today, is how much fun it is to work at not just Penn State University, but the Berks campus. When I first started here, my first day, and you walk in and you didn't know who to ask, because I was not mentoring anybody. they just kind of showed me my office, and they said, here's policies and procedures, read through these things, and if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask, and call somebody, contact them, whatever it might be. And how accommodating people are throughout the system. It's just amazing and friendly. It's a fantastic place to work, and I've really enjoyed my 11 years, and I'm going to enjoy hopefully the rest of my time until retirement.